Evening, everybody. Sorry, I have the instructions in here. For this week's second video is for us to find an article, just like the previous ones, within a month, and then connect three concepts of the chapter you were assigned to, which for me was chapter 9, talking about teams. So I came across this article about teamwork skills. Basically, it was published April of this year, talking about definitions of teamwork's essential workplace, and a list of good work teamwork skills for a resume. So I thought that would be interesting. It's a little helpful uh, for some. But it basically just talking about all the teamwork versus group that the chapter 9 covers the differences between them, and then it talks about some of the like roles and skills. So talking about communication, conflict resolution, team building type of stuff, rapport, listening, decision making, problem solving, and then I found it interesting that one of the talking points is talking about tolerance. Tolerance and respectfulness go hand in hand. Being open minded and eager to learn. People of different ethnicities, religions, and minorities are what make up a planet. Such a fascinating. Again, you don't have to see eye to eye everybody, but you're able to take in their point of view into account, especially when you're talking about projects and tasks that a team or a group is tackling. They might see something from a different lens. I usually say there's many different ways to skin a cat when it comes to solutions to a problem. So they go into the roles as well, and one of them I found interesting that wasn't listed in the book, and I think this one talks about Belbin classification. So there's 9 Belbin team roles, and one of them was plant. Somebody that thinks outside the box and generates ideas. Um, and then there's a shaper, drives the team and makes sure things keep moving forward. And then it's just there's a long list. It's a long article talking about all of that stuff, and it gives you how to describe teamwork skills on a resume. So I thought that was interesting that people could use this as a reference to kind of look into different ways to how to word things for a resume, which kind of falls into the chapter 10 talking about recruitment. Uh, Things that you might mold your resume to a specific job that you're looking into, especially if it's a very team or group heavy job you're trying to look into. So it might be a good idea to have how to rewrite your resume in a sense where you're now filling in a void that a company is looking for. In particular, to say, hey, this person might be a good communicator because they mentioned this in their resume. So it's one of those things where our HR office is looking to. I know for me, when I was applying for the job that I'm currently in, they were very specific that you were listing specific things specifically for that job that I was applying to, which was a grade pay scale at the time. Now they kind of thing changed a little bit, but regardless, it was one of those examples, just like this one, where you are molding your resume or your skills to better represent you, and the company can actually recruit you. And especially now, since you like upload all your resumes over and over again into these databases, and some of these databases are looking for keywords, and then you get into a selection process, and then you actually having people look over your stuff. So again, something to think about when it comes to that, and just keep you um, not eligible, but a contender in a sense to a employment pool, and it might make you stand out more than your competition. So yeah, I know that was a pretty short video, but it was straight to the point. I'll put the link to this article in the description below. That way you guys can pick it apart and maybe take some pointers out of that, because I sure will take some of these pointers for myself for the future. Anyways, you guys enjoy your Thursday night. You guys have a good night.